Hi, my name's Monty and I run an art shop in South Lincolnshire called Griffin Of Easton. We supply a lot of high quality materials and I wanted to talk to you about why to draw a dog. Why to draw anything. I think if you're watching this video you know why. I don't think you watch YouTube videos about drawing if you don't have that innate feeling to draw. But you sit down and you don't know what to draw and there's a fear of failure and there's a fear of not drawing something that's good enough. There's a fear of not having the right materials, knowing what the right thing is, people seeing it and judging you, you seeing it and you judging you. So I wanted to talk a little bit about simplification and about drawing the things you love. First of all, just choose some materials you're really familiar with. I don't mind what it is, pen, pencil, it can be paint if that works for you. For me it's graphite and paper and maybe an eraser. And the things I love drawing are things that are alive, really. It's mostly people, but it's winter now and my little dog tends to sit by the fire a lot more than she normally does, and it gives me a real opportunity to draw her from life. She does move about, but there are periods where she stops for minutes at a time. Really, the goal when you're drawing shouldn't be to complete a drawing. I think that is one of the problems of it as a visual and permanent medium, is that you trick yourself into believing that the goal is the product. If you're a pianist, is the goal to record every scale you play? No. The goal here, I don't think, is to produce a good drawing. I don't think, certainly, it's to show anyone that drawing. And I don't think it's to necessarily get better at drawing. You will get better by drawing. But I think the real goal you should have, and if you're on YouTube watching videos of drawing, this will be relatable, is that you should be drawing more. You should be drawing constantly if you can be. No one can be, I certainly don't. So find a subject that you like, find a material that lowers the energy to start, and start drawing, and you'll find as soon as that pencil touches the paper, or 5 minutes in, that you remember why you draw. You remember why you like it. And by doing that, your drawings, you will draw more, which means you'll get better and you'll understand things. And some of the fear comes from having questions that you don't know the answer to. Now, some of those questions you can answer through tutorials, but there reaches a point where you need to internalize that information. And the only way to internalize it is to do the thing. If you've learned anything, if you've learned a language, if you've learned to draw, if you've learned an instrument, it's all sorts of, the grammar of the language, the grammar of drawing is available online, but really it's speaking it to people, it's drawing. That's what will get you there. So choose a simple medium, a medium that you know well, play with it, play with thick and thin lines, play with different shadows, play with erasing it, drawing over. If you're using colour, limit your palette to 2 or 3 colours, see how that works. There's all sorts of things to explore with your medium, and then there's also things you can explore within your subject matter. This little dog doesn't sit still for very long, so sometimes you have to finish a drawing before you'd like to finish it. Sometimes you have to cut it short. You can see in the top right of the video that's playing in the background of this that there's a sort of ghost dog. That's one where she just got up and moved halfway through. She wanted her toy. You can experiment with how you start a drawing to capture the most of something before it walks off. Or if your subject doesn't walk off, then you can move around it. You can see how much you want to render something, how little you want to render something. This is your space to play, and play is super important. It's really, really important to be trying new things. And if you try too many things at once, you overwhelm yourself, which is why I recommend having a simple medium to use. But this space allows you to play within that medium, play with limitations, and come up with something new. I think a lot of creativity comes through play within limitations. I've sped up the end of this video just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit quicker without taking up too much more of your time. I'm just coming in with an eraser and picking out some highlights, coming back in with a pencil and setting in some darks again. Sometimes when you erase a little bit too much, you can go backwards and forwards on that. And then doing a little bit of shading round so that she sort of sits in the environment better. For this, I'm working in a Sakura notepad, which has wonderfully smooth paper, and I'm using just a Tombow 3B pencil, which can be a little bit heavy-handed sometimes. The 3B can be a little bit soft, but for these sort of loose drawings, as expressive drawings, it's a nice one to use because it allows you to get your darks down really quickly when you want them, and it's nice and soft for shading over the tops of things. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.